Hello students, this is Mr. David once again giving you the news during the coronavirus school shutdown. For a slight change, today we're looking at the BBC News, and this is a short video, about 2 minutes, about why we touch our faces and how to stop doing it. I just watched it a minute ago, I thought it was interesting and I'd like to share it with you. Let's first of all go full screen, okay, and let's watch. And if there's any vocabulary, I will pause to explain, okay?
Don't touch your face.
Contagious.
And I haven't touched my face in weeks.
So why do we touch our faces?
Because we can't help it. It's part of our DNA. We're hardwired to do it. We know this because humans as young as fetuses in utero touch their faces.
Okay, so this word here, fetus, this is when you're a baby and before you are born, okay? So when you're born, you're a baby. When you're a fetus, you are still in your mummy's tummy. And then in utero, again, also just means when you're still in the body, not outside yet, okay? So we know this because humans as young as fetuses in utero touch their faces. You see a photo of a baby before it's born and they're touching their face. It's something we do naturally.
So every time you tell yourself, stop touching your face, don't touch your face, if I touch my face I'm going to get really ill, you're telling yourself to do something that is entirely unnatural to you. When we touch our faces, what we're really doing is calming ourselves down. When we touch certain areas of our faces.
See, so here there's a lady who's obviously tired and she's rubbing her eyes because, again, it's something natural we do. When we're tired, we rub our eyes to kind of wake ourselves up, right?
What we're really doing is we're activating certain pressure points.
So a pressure point on your body, like some people say that if you push here, it will be good for your heart, or if you push here, it will be good for your lungs. These are pressure points, okay?
Which then activates something called the parasympathetic.
Okay, so I don't know what this word means. This is a medical term, parasympathetic sympathy. If we close up, sympathetic is when you feel understanding, okay? If someone is upset or depressed, you will be sympathetic. What's wrong, like that? I don't know what parasympathetic means. But if you look at this guy, this person here, he's rubbing his eyes, maybe he's tired or he's trying to think, you know. This is a kind of concentrating and thinking hard pose, right?
Nervous system, which is the thing that makes us calm ourselves down internally. We see the same response in dogs and cats.
So here, you know, animal, dogs, cats, they touch their faces, you know. Cats, when they want to clean, they lick their paws, right?
Children often model the same behavior as...
Children often model the same behavior as parents. Basically, this says children will copy, model the same behavior, means copy what their parents do. So here you see a little picture of a kid wearing mummy's shoes, okay? Children copy what their parents do. So if parents touch their faces, children will do the same.
Their parents. So if our parents, when they're shocked, they touch their faces.
Okay, so this is your typical OMG face, right? Shocked, oh my goodness.
Or when they're surprised, they touch...
Wow, okay. It's very natural to touch your face, right?
Their faces, or if they're upset, they touch their faces. We're much more likely to do exactly the same thing. The irony is, at a time when it's more important...
So, it's hard to explain what irony is. It's basically like something is kind of unusual, and now when people are saying, don't touch your face, they will make you want to touch your face more. Okay, that's irony.
...than ever to not touch your face. Unconsciously, your mind is constantly moving to a place where it can better protect you by doing the things that it knows.
Soothe you is to make you feel better. Okay, soothe, to calm you down.
Will soothe you, and so your unconscious mind...
And then unconscious mind means basically you do something without really thinking, okay? It's just automatic. So unconsciously you do something. For example, when you're surprised, you will unconsciously... I don't know if you can see my reflection here, but when you're surprised, you're like, oh my goodness, okay? That's without thinking, unconscious. Will prompt your hands, will make your hands go straight to your face.
Will prompt your hands to go straight to your face.
So how can I avoid touching my face?
Whilst it's almost impossible to totally stop touching your face, a key way that you can go about making it easier would be to take out the habits which lead you to do it. So that might mean wearing glasses.
So yeah, instead of wearing contact lenses, wear glasses so that your eyes won't be so tired, and then you won't need to rub your eyes, and also glasses kind of stop you rubbing your eyes. But then people take off their glasses to rub their eyes.
Instead of contact lenses, it might mean wearing less makeup so you don't have to top it up throughout the day. It might also mean creating habits around how you use your hands. So rather than perhaps when you're always moving around and having your hands like this and making it so easy for them to land on your face, making an effort.
So what she's saying now is if you hold your hands together like this, okay, put your hands together, then you're less likely to touch your face. For me, I always put my hands in my pockets. If I put my hands in my pockets, I need to think about taking my hands out of my pockets to touch something, which is why when I go out, I try not to touch anything, because I just put my hands in my pockets and just not touch anything at all.
To cross your hands and put them on your lap. Then when the urge comes.
So this word, when the urge comes, okay, put them on your lap. When your urge comes, when you want to do something, you have to think a lot harder about what you're doing.
Comes to pick your hands up and touch your face, you'll be more aware.
You'll be more aware, you'll know more what's going on. To touch your face, you'll be more aware. You have to take your hands out of your pockets or uncross your hands to do it, right?
What you're doing, and you'll be quicker to catch yourself. I cleaned my hands before I touched my face.
Okay, now we move on to our second video, which is still also the BBC News. So if you just Google BBC News, this information will come up. This video, again, is about 2 minutes. This is coronavirus. Do face masks work? Okay, now it's important to stress to you guys that whether you wear a mask or you don't, if you feel that it protects you, then that's fine. You know, I'm not saying that face masks do not work, but this is just one opinion from a lady in London who is a health expert in London. But again, if you want to wear a mask, that's entirely up to you. You know, and if you feel it protects you better, then that's great. So, you know, please don't misunderstand me that I'm trying to tell you not to wear a mask. You know, if you want to, that's your choice. This is just an opinion. If you agree with her or disagree with her, that's entirely up to you. Okay, this is 2 minutes. Again, this is BBC News. Coronavirus, do face masks work? You'll find that this lady, I believe, is Chinese, because when you see her name, it's a Chinese name, but she's a medical expert in London. Okay, so we'll go full screen.
One of the reasons that people wear masks is they think that it's going to protect them from virus. But the virus isn't floating around in the air. So it's not protecting me against anything because it's not there. It's probably going to be on my hand because of...
So let's just go back. I don't think I need to... So let's go back because I need to show you.
One of the reasons that people wear masks is they think that it's going to protect them from virus. But the virus...
So, just to clarify who this lady is, her name is Dr. Shun Mei Yeung, okay, Dr. Shun Mei Yeung, and she is from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. So, if you want to know who she is, if you want to Google her, you will Google Dr. Shun Mei Yeung. So again, she's a Chinese lady, or maybe Malaysian, I don't know, from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera. I want to make sure that you can see the subtitles. These are what we call the subtitles, okay? So...
this isn't floating around in the air, so it's not protecting me against anything because it's not there. It's probably going to be on my hand because I've shaken hands with someone.
Okay, so shaky hands, right?
The virus, and I have transmitted it. I have carried the virus to my face.
So transmit the disease is like, for example, if, let me turn some lights on here so you can see better. Right, so here, maybe this is hand is from someone who has coronavirus, and this is someone who does not. And then when they shake hands, hi, nice to meet you, shake, 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 shake. Now this person has coronavirus on their hand. And then the next step, when they go to touch their eyes or touch their face or something like that, and that's how the disease spreads, okay? So now what we're saying is we want to reduce and stop shaking hands and basically don't touch what you don't need to touch, right? You do not want to transmit the disease. Okay, so the World Health Organization, WHO, the World Health Organization, has labeled the coronavirus as a pandemic. Pandemic basically means a disease that's spread around the world now, okay? When it was just in Wuhan and in China, it was not a pandemic, it was an epidemic, okay? An epidemic is like just in one small place. But when it starts to go around the world, now we have England, Italy, Australia, America, it's a pandemic, okay? A disease that's spread around the world. Pan means across. Okay, across the world. And this is the coronavirus here. WHO says most people don't need wear face. Let's go back, it's going a bit too fast for me. So again, the WHO, just in case you're wondering why is it called coronavirus, the reason why it's called corona is because corona means sun. So if you look at how when a child, you draw a picture of a sun and you draw the lines stick out of the sun, this is the coronavirus, and that's why, because it looks like a sun. So the WHO, the World Health Organization, has labeled coronavirus a pandemic. And the WHO says most people don't need face masks unless they're sick. Again, this is what the WHO says. But again, if you want to wear a mask, that's entirely up to you. That's your choice, right? We have the freedom in Hong Kong to make our own decisions. So that's what the WHO says, okay? Whether you choose to believe them or not is entirely up to you. So if you're taking care of a person with suspected coronavirus infection, that's when you should wear a mask, according to the WHO, okay?
If you're in an environment where everybody else is wearing...
So if you're in an environment, this means if you're somewhere where everybody else is wearing face masks and you're not.
Wearing a face mask and you're not, then it...
And if you notice, this is actually a Hong Kong MTR station. This is central, between Central and Hong Kong Station. This is, you see many people wearing masks. Then it may make you feel vulnerable. The word vulnerable, good word actually. Vulnerable means makes you feel unsafe. When you're vulnerable, you're not safe, okay?
It may make you feel vulnerable because you feel like you don't have the protection everyone else does. But logically, if you're not...
So logically, so if you think logically or think clearly, if you're not close to people and they're not coughing and sneezing on you,
close to people, they're not coughing and sneezing on you, then a face mask isn't necessary. The virus enters...
So here's a picture of this is a coronavirus. Again, corona looks like sun. Okay, the virus enters the body through mucous membranes. Mucus basically means like saliva or the liquid in your nose, okay? Mucus tends to be anything green or yellow from your body. So when you cough up, that's your mucus, okay? And it goes either up your nose or through your mouth or maybe through your eyes, okay?
The body through mucous membranes. We mean the eyes, the nose, the mouth. And it transmits from person to person, generally by us touching our eyes, nose or mouth, or if we're inhaling droplets.
So inhaling droplets means you're breathing, okay? Inhaling is breathing droplets directly from someone who is sneezing or coughing. So of course, if you're standing next to someone and they're coughing and sneezing, and then that gets into your mouth or nose, then that's when you might get the coronavirus. So that's why I understand why people wear masks.
It's directly from someone who is sneezing or coughing. The best way for the general public to protect itself against coronavirus and other respiratory viruses is really careful hand hygiene.
So respiratory, this word respiratory means breathing. This is a breathing virus. Is really careful hand hygiene. Hygiene here means just wash your hands with soap, okay? Hygiene means clean.
So that's really washing your hands with either soap and water or alcohol gel if soap and water is not available, especially when you think that you've been exposed. So exposed means when you think you might be in danger of getting coronavirus. Exposed means open, okay? If you've been out in public places and touching kind of surfaces that
so again, don't touch where you don't need to touch,
that really is the best way. And bringing attention to, am I touching my face? One of the problems, if lots of people who don't need face masks are using face masks or stockpiling them, it means that there aren't enough face masks available where they're really needed for people like healthcare workers who are on the front line.
So front line, the people who are really looking after the sick people.
And dealing with suspect or confirmed coronavirus cases. The vast majority of people are not susceptible to getting a severe infection. For most people, it will be a mild illness, like having a cold or a cough or the flu. It's the older people with comorbidities who are at risk, so you don't need to go and panic buy face masks.
Okay, so sorry for the short video, but my time's running out on this video clip, so stay healthy and stay happy, students. Thank you, peace out.